2 years before the creation of DUOLIFE, we met with Piotr Paciga at a dinner and talked about the need to create something different, something grand.
I remember the moment everything started, the whole story. It's like a series of coincidences, as if someone above was saying, DUOLIFE needs to emerge.
What motivates us is to do something extraordinary, unique, something without a parallel in the world.
There has never been mediocrity in DUOLIFE, and so it will never exist.
The first thing we wrote down was our mission and vision. The phenomenon of this venture is that we didn't start with how much we would earn.
We had a deep need to take care of people, to create something entirely different, unique, where people would feel safe, good, and able to develop fully with care.
We tried to create a model that would respond to what would happen in the future.
From the beginning, we wanted DUOLIFE to be like a beautiful building, a palace with 3 entrances: health, personal development, and business. People have different needs, and the more we can satisfy, the stronger we become. We knew that values and ethics were extremely important. The first months and years required us to learn to cooperate. There can't be 4 captains pulling in different directions. We were stormy at first, but then we found a common path and language, based on values like trust, honesty, respect, and ethics. This is very important. Those moments, the first months, the first years, made us 4 learn to work together. There can't be 4 captains, each pulling in a different direction, because we won't get anywhere. It was stormy at first, but we were adjusting, we were looking for a common path, we were looking for common solutions, we were searching for a common language and support in values: trust, honesty, respect, putting people at the center, ethics. Those were the pillars we built on, and it incredibly helped. Now, for me, what has been achieved is not only that there is friendship, it's a strong organization and complete trust in the guys, in each other.
What we do together, not at one another's expense. The entire DUOLIFE community, all the members who joined over the years, should have the same emotion, feeling, and certainty of safety, that we do business together and not at one another's expense.
There are people I must mention here, Łukasz Kołodziej and Norbert Warzyszyński. These are the 2 people with whom we essentially started this project. They joined us mentally through trust before they even knew the company's name.
And thus began the whole story of DUOLIFE, the first products and supplements. I remember the first time we met with Dr. Kardash and listened to him talk about DUOLIFE day and night. It was an incredible feeling. I couldn't sleep at night, imagining a world where people would live long, healthy, happy, and loving lives.
When we started, it turned out the system was ready for 50, 100, 200 people. But what happened when the servers overloaded? Our presentation stopped working as thousands of people tried to register on the first day. It proved to be beyond our infrastructure's capacity. It was a moment of huge celebration, but also a moment when we said, now we have to handle it all.
What we do is different. We combine solutions from different business models. Most importantly, and this is very subtle but extremely important, is putting people at the center, the highest value. This is DUOLIFE's DNA. Soft marketing, the term was coined by my wife. I said, okay, sounds good, let's call it soft marketing. I took it to the guys and the concept was accepted. Now we have the term soft marketing on Wikipedia.
It's nice that in the past and today, whenever we had a need or desire based on good intentions, a solution appeared. This happened with Asha and Beata when they came into our lives, because we knew we wanted to accompany leaders in their development, not just do incidental training detached from current needs.
And the thought that arose at the beginning was not to take trainers from outside. If there is one inside the organization who observes how the organization develops and can tailor tools and appropriate training methods to the development of the organization.
One of the first interesting events was at Dojo Stara Vish. It was a special meeting where a lot happened. We met Asha Gdaniek and Beata Kapchevich there. Many leaders who went with us to that event are still with us today.
It was an incredible event with about 70-80 people. For us at the time, it was a gigantic event.
I remember when we organized the first events, we couldn't afford such grandeur as now. They were events for the first few dozen people. Then we rejoiced with every few dozen more people.
There was a time when we didn't have an agency, a team of people, and everything was done by our own hands and the hands of our few employees. So the events were such that we arrived early, prepared everything, played the music, etc. These were moments that required a lot of effort.
We traveled alone, with suits and a car packed with all sorts of gadgets, cups, products, carpets, backdrops, banners, roll-ups. We would arrive in the morning or the day before, set everything up, unseen by others, then go to our rooms, bathe, change into smart suits, and appear on stage.
The energy, immersion in the energy of the company, the organization, the passion and knowledge were incredible. I remember a story when a married couple, our leaders, directors, left the hotel excited after finishing LDS. After about half an hour, they returned, saying they forgot their son. They had left their son at the hotel and completely forgot about him.
Then bigger and more grand events started to appear, including international events like BDS Kickoff in other countries.
Today it's a bit different. It's nice to come to TFT and see 5,000-6,000 people or more, the whole professional service, graphic design, stage, sound, lights, a huge crowd and commitment.
Looking through the prism of the energy generated there, the moods prevailing, and the sense of solidarity of the community created in DUOLIFE, it's absolutely unique and something any company in the world would envy.
Organizing the first managerial trip took several years, but only then did the first managers appear. It wasn't like now, where managers are created in 10 days, 2 weeks, a month. It was a lengthy process for the first people to become managers.
Recently we had an event in Turkey where initially there were about 40 people. Now nearly 500 people attended. There were 3 chartered planes flying DUOLIFE members.
The time when someone can say, I can afford this, I'll go on vacation. But going with such a community of positive, like-minded people is something truly invaluable.
Is supplementation important? Of course, because today's environmental pollution, chemicals in food, and everything happening around us mean we're not providing our bodies with the right nutritional values, so we need to supplement them.
All our products adhere to one principle. They must be of the highest possible quality in their class, and this has been unwavering. Over the past decade, we've continually searched for improvements. This year is notable, as we've successfully introduced the Pro line, responding to new developments in cosmetics, medicine, and supplementation.
A significant moment for me was handing over the first historic car to Darek Mitliski. And here, Darek, I send you greetings from here. It was a special situation because I had driven that car myself for just a few months earlier. Today, hundreds of these cars have been distributed. Some club members are already on their 5th or 6th new car. Of course, it's pleasing and satisfying to drive a good car, but for me, the greatest satisfaction comes when the car is received by someone who joined DUOLIFE a month, 2 or 5 months ago, completed certain tasks, understood the compensation plan, and then suddenly receives a car with a beautiful red bow in front of the office. And that's the phenomenon. A truly enormous number of these cars have already been given out.
The countless hours of work and sleepless nights have resulted in a truly fantastic new logo, which was unveiled at the last April TFT and effectively initiated the rebranding phase, which is likely to last a while since replacing everything, all products, is a rather lengthy process. We are incredibly proud of it. As it is a logo that, from a local one I would say, gives such immense international power. There are relatively few such successful rebrandings worldwide, which will undoubtedly translate into increased recognition in the global market and a top brand position in our segments worldwide.
DUOLIFE is a story that has written history, and this story is still being written. It is not a closed book. It's also not the case that someone entering the business today is at a disadvantage compared to those who entered earlier. They are certainly in a better position in terms of what DUOLIFE is like now and what it will be like in 2, 5, or 10 years.
It's been more than 10 years, and our intention remains unchanged. People are still at the center. Everything we do is aimed at long-term sustainability, value, and success, not just in European markets, but globally. The many changes happening now are with an eye towards the future, and we're certain they will bring the intended results and tremendous success to individuals and the entire organization.
What's great is that we're constantly in a development process. It's an endless game. There's never an end as new countries, languages, currencies, and continents are introduced. There's never a dull moment.
I'm convinced that DUOLIFE is a complete business that offers everyone equal chances and opportunities. It's just a matter of whether someone gives themselves the chance to reach for more. If someone watching this thinks, I want more in life, then when, if not now? We only have one life, time is relentless, so I invite you to reach for your dreams with DUOLIFE and realize everything that makes every day special. Undoubtedly in DUOLIFE it is so, and that's wonderful.